So can I have you bend your knees again on your own? So again, as he does that, this whole lumbar region stays flat rather than going into more of a curve or lordosis. Right down the middle. Whew, smooth. Drop this top leg off the table. There it is. Have you bend your knees again? So this is that area that we saw that was restricted with going to extension. I'm gonna match tone with tone by adjusting with my elbows, so a broader contact, big breath in your belly, and out. Oh, yeah. Again, this region is more restricted. So feeding right at that vertebra that I want to get that extension from, have you take a breath in, coming all the way back, breathing out, let your head fall back, shoulders fall back, getting a slight back arch. Whoa, there you go. I'm gonna use it, come up, extend back, breath in, let it ease. So here. Really hold that adjustment at the end. There.
The doctor said that I had permanent scar tissue that's leading to arthritis. When I first came, I had a plate across the back. I call it a plate because I couldn't move my lower pelvis left or right. And then I had lower back issues, scar tissue from car accidents. The center of my shoulder blades has some type of sciatic feeling going on. I was just totally uncomfortable all the time. That's 1.5 years ago, and I'm still continuing to maintain what's been done so far.
All right, everybody, today we have a special case with Renwick, who I've been having the pleasure of taking care of for 1.5 years now. Renwick came in right after about 60 years old, started to notice that he was hunching forward a lot and wasn't able to fully extend his posture. And we realized that it was probably the result of 3 major car accidents that he's had in the past. First one in the 1980s, and all of them, which were not his fault, getting blindsided and having his body brace. But whenever we've had some sort of trauma like that, the body tends to hold that trauma. And so with that, he's noticed a lot of tension in the low back, where the lower part of his spine almost felt like a plate and they're just not moving properly. So giving you an idea here, as I'm starting to traction through his legs, he's got really good movement side to side. You can see his pelvis rocking back and forth into his heels. As I go into internal rotation of the hips by bringing his toes and knees in, they move symmetrically side to side. That was something that we really worked on in the past. As I bring his legs up, notice his pelvis. His pelvis starts to lift up off the table. What we want to see is the pelvis just stay put and to rock into a forward nutation. But here, because his hip flexors and the lower part of his lumbar spine is so tight, his pelvis is lifting up. And so I'll usually see that as an indicator again, when the hip flexors on the front here and the quads are really tight, then it meets that resistance and his pelvis lifts up. So we've been doing a lot of work to try and break up the hip flexor tension as well. But today focus more so here on the lower lumbars. So what we want to see is individual movement of all of the lumbar vertebra. But because of the past injuries and accidents, he has all that scar tissue leading to arthritis. And so everything just moves like as one. And so this whole area is just moving together. So can I have you bend your knees again on your own? So again, as he does that, this whole lumbar region stays flat rather than going into more of a curve or lordosis. You can drop your legs back down. And so what we've been wanting to do is to get more of a curve, get more of a lordosis into that area. As we go up the rest of his spine, Renwick mentioned having a breathing issue that he was born with. He's a singer. He's also, had those multiple traumas to his spine in the car accidents. So all of which I think has contributed to a lot of tension where his diaphragm wraps around his rib cage. So this whole area, if he didn't have the ability to fully expand his lungs, then we're gonna get tension here over time. Can I have you push your hands off the table and lift your head and chest up? So off the armrest here, pushing up, lifting up. So what we wanna see is a curve in his thoracic spine, so the ability to extend. But what you see is a block right here. So this whole entire area is just stuck in flexion. So again, we want to get more extension into that area of the spine. Drop back down. Okay, so one thing that we've been doing that's very, very unique with Renwick is we've been doing a prone lumbar adjustment where we'll go straight down posterior to anterior to get more lordosis into his back. So I'll have you come over here. Can I have you bend your knees? Perfect. So there, as he does that, I feel the most tension at the middle of L3 here. So we're gonna contact at L3 in the middle. Is that okay? Have you take a breath in your belly and out, right down the middle. Whew, smooth. Big breath in that space. Drop the legs back down. So I'll typically do that type of adjustment for people who have a hypolordotic lumbar curve and we're wanting to get more extension in their low back. I will typically do this again on people who are a little older because they tend to lack as much rotation and lateral flexion of the spine, where I can often get more movement in that side lane position if they have more of that lateral flexion rotation. So we're gonna go here and try to get some more extension. Now have you bend your knees again. So this is that area that we saw that was restricted with going to extension. I'm gonna match tone with tone by adjusting with my elbows, so a broader contact, big breath in your belly, and out. Oh, yeah. Drop the legs back down, tuck your tailbone down, big breath in to integrate that. Good job, letting it go. There you go. All right, so I do feel more restriction of left SI joint, so contraction, compression on this left side. So we're gonna open up that left side and contact lumbars. Can I have you lay on your side facing this way? Good job. So in this position, legs nice and straight. We're gonna keep that arm down so I can control your rib cage in this position. Again, guiding him into more extension. So feeding into his lumbars while contacting the SI joint. You keep your head and chest up. There, I'm gonna get his own leg to help me. So drop this top leg off the table. There. There it is. We did it. Nice. Yeah, can I have you sit up at the end of the table? All right, another way I like to check extension on people, kind of you raise your arms up overhead. As he reaches up, there should be a slight extended back bend, but with him, again, this region is more restricted. So we're gonna be adjusting that in, again, extension. So going here, I'm gonna cross your arms, tuck your chin down. So feeding right at that vertebra that I want to get that extension from. Have you take a breath in, coming all the way back, breathing out. Let your head fall back, shoulders fall back, getting a slight back arch. Whoa, there you go. You're gonna use it, come up, extend back, breath in. Good job. And let it go. You reach your arms up overhead. Great, good. Breath up here, extend back. There, so that's something I would want him to work on too. So you can go into extension, you can do this in a door frame, have your arms all the way up in the door frame, extend backwards, take a big breath in your chest. Continue to work on getting more extension there. Beautiful. Cool. Have you lay on your back. All right. So he's also, every time he got hit in the car accident, is from the right side. So often we'll have an immediate recoil to that side, back to the left, and then a closing on the right side.
And what's been bothering me is the center right now. Just straight up my.
Straight up and down.
Yeah, but mostly, but the left has been bothering me in the past from sleeping wrong.
So as we feed in, checking Renwick's neck, again, he's had a lot of that trauma in the neck from the different accidents in the past. He's also a caretaker, so he's taking care of people who can't take care of themselves. He's taking care of a lot of children, so it's a lot of holding of kids, driving kids around, staying up late, sometimes sleeping in weird positions. So found that he recently realized in a better position to sleep in. We want to be able to help open his neck, create more mobility and ease. So here. Beautiful. One more. So upper cervical is gonna be atlas on the right. Can you tuck your chin down? Yep, here. So you notice sometimes we adjust and we come in and out of it. With people who do have less extension, maybe some arthritis in the spine, I'll typically hold that adjustment at the end. There. Good job. Nice. Little shoulder release. Have you bend your knees? Tuck your hips back. Hey, forward. Hey. The twerking 101. There we go. Yeah, so something I would give him as homework is to start to open up hip flexors too. I can actually get in here better than we used to be able to. Have you bend your knees again? Yes, awesome. Checking knees, good internal rotation, checking ankles. He's a little flatter foot, but things work really well right now. So this side, more restriction of the first metatarsal head, not dropping down and in. So I'm gonna contact calcaneus, corkscrew here. There we go. Woohoo! We did it. Feeling good? Mm-hmm. Good. Cool. So that's how we've been taking care of Renwick, some of his history and the unique approach that we've been doing to get more extension in his spine, and especially extension in the lumbar spine, with specifically that lumbopelvic P to A through the middle of L3 in the lumbars to get that immediate extension and release of all the tension. And so hope you appreciate the information and the video. If you have any comments, questions, please let me know. Love and appreciate you.